Prepare to qualify.
Hello everyone, this is MamaFogey with another episode of Replay Atari. This episode is going to be about the game Defender, which came out in 1982. It actually came out a couple years earlier than that for the arcade version and was extremely popular, but I'm doing the Atari version because that's what I do. And this one goes out to my friend Dan because this was his favorite Atari 2600 game. I'll tell you right now, this is one of the hardest ones I've played yet, and I just played on it a little bit this morning. Couple of interesting tidbits. This game was created basically by a guy who wanted to make a sideways scroller version of Space Invaders. Space Invaders being a very popular Atari game at the time. Basically, they took Space Invaders, tipped it on its side, and added a couple of new elements. For one thing, you could go back and forth. You could side-scroll either direction. He also liked the idea of asteroids having the wrapping feature, meaning that if something goes off the screen to the left or the right, it will appear back on the other side of the screen. So at the top of this game, you can see that there is a scope, and it's showing you how many enemies are out on the game, and you will notice that those will come back around. One of the other elements of the game that started with the arcade version is that these alien spaceships can pick up a humanoid, and you will see them as little dots flashing on the ground in the skyscape, and occasionally they will pick them up. Now, if you shoot the alien spaceship that has them, they will fall to the ground, or you can pick them up, thus saving their life. If the alien spacecraft is able to hang onto them, they turn into a mutant spaceship and they will attack you. The idea is to keep all of the humanoids safe and return back to the ground and kill all the alien spacecraft in order to end that level. So, the two different ways you can rescue the humanoid: one, shooting down the spacecraft and allowing the humanoid to free fall to the ground, which only works if they are fairly close to the ground. Otherwise, you need to get under there and pick up the humanoid and land them on the ground. The game also has a hyperspace feature, which I have not tried yet, and I'm going to give that a shot during this replay. And let's see here. Oh yes, and there are some smart bombs which can be used to clear the screen of any and all aliens. So there's a lot of different levels of gameplay for this. It's a little more complicated. One of the best differences with this game compared to other games is there is a level for younger children that makes things just a little bit easier. A little slower speeds, a lot less aliens, that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I set my difficulty level just to number 1. Numbers 20 and 30, I believe, I could be getting that wrong, are the children's levels. You can also play this two-player when one person controls the up and down of the spaceship and the other one controls the shooting. I believe there was a game that came out for the TRS-80 that was the same thing. So let's see here. I went all the way around again. There we go. 1 and 1. So, let's try this game Defender. Here we go. And I need to turn down the game sounds. Whoops. Now, the humanoids are safe from being shot. They are impervious to being shot. If you can see down here on the ground, you can see one of the humanoids. So we just have to keep these aliens from pick up. This one picked one up. So he's close enough to the ground. Oh, I heard a crashing sound. That means he died. Okay, so they really can't be that close to the ground. So next time I'm going to have to try to pick him up. So it means I'm going to need to be a lot closer to that spaceship. Let me just pause this for a second. Okay, that sound should be a little better. And those little squares, those are actually mines. So there's some of these ships that drop mines. Uh-oh, it sounds like, well, that was brilliant. It sounds like one of the ships had picked up a, I think that sound means that they've picked up a humanoid, so we'll have to watch for that. Little space debris there. I'm playing this fairly slowly, just so I can get used to the game. Yep. Okay, go, 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 get out of the way. I gotta pick up the humanoid. Get out of the way. Oh, sorry. That's not good. That wasn't good at all. You only have 5 humanoids on each level. Let's try this smart bomb. Okay, we have to go all the way to the bottom. Oh, that was cool. Alright. That's a good little tool to use. Every time you go past 10,000 points, you get a free life, or an additional life, and I don't want to run into any of these guys. Woohoo! Where are they? They're going to wrap around here in a minute. There they are. Okay, we've passed the first level. I don't know how. They're going to speed up a little bit now. It's actually a fun game, and I can imagine this would have been a great game in the arcade. The graphics were a little more linear, not so much blocky. They looked, oh phooey, they looked a lot more like asteroids. It was slow to gain popularity, but it did become one of the best-selling games. It was also listed as the 9th hardest game of the Atari games. And somebody picked up one of my humanoids. There are certain little sounds you can listen for to let you know. Ooh, he's a fast one. Or at least I thought somebody did. I could be wrong. Just about cleared this level. Haha, you can't have that humanoid. Hey, let's try, okay, hyperspace. So that was hyperspace, huh? I was expecting some graphics from that. So the idea is, in the harder levels, there are more mutants, and there are more, it's much faster gameplay. Whoops! Whoa, he doesn't like that. Get off my tail! Get off my tail! Oh! 2 more lives. I must have picked up... Wow! Holy smokes! Yeah, okay, they get a lot faster. And that was the end of the game. So this was Defender. Came out for the Atari 2600 in 1982. Originally started out as an arcade game. Oh, and a little side note, it also became a very successful pinball game with many of the same arcade sounds and gameplay. Apparently it's also one of the rarest pinball machines to find anymore. So if you find one, enjoy it. This has been MamaFogey with another episode of Replay Atari. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.